All right, we are upgrading the upper A arms on the Red Cat Kaiju EXT. As you see, I've already got 3 of them done. So these are the aluminum upgraded A arms right from Red Cat. I am using the stock insides and the stock updated turnbuckles. These are all the front turnbuckles, and they will work just fine. As you can see, the upgraded aluminum ones are just a little bit longer. Not by much, but just enough to where they're going to be longer. So what you'll need is a few wrenches, a 5mm, and then a 10mm. So you'll want to unscrew them. As you can see, it threads in there quite a ways. And set that aside. Then I take the closed and the closed, just because it's a little more stable on it. Only a little. But they're kind of stiff in there. That's why it makes it a little easier to use the closed end, the box end. Alright, so now, because for some reason these are threaded backwards to the stock plastic ones, why I don't know, but it is what it is. So these, once you get about halfway in, get pretty tight. So you need the wrenches to get them all the way in, and I go in pretty far, back it out, go back in, and as you can see, that's about as far as you're going to get. If you can see that. And you see I've got that same on every one of them. And let me see if I can get my light over here a little better. Maybe that's better. Maybe not. Might be all glary. But, so now these are going to technically thread on backwards from the way they were. The plastic is quite malleable, and we'll see how it holds up. Basically cross-threading, recutting new threads into the plastic. How well that's going to go in the long run, I don't know. We're going to find out the hard way. Worst case, I have to buy new ones. So, oops, wrong way. So, we're going to run these all the way on. Because they need to be short enough. And I haven't tried just yet, but it looks like it'll be just right. Still has plenty of tension. You can't hardly move them just by your hands. So I think that's going to be good. So that's how we get the A-arms actually together. And we'll be back in a bit to install them on the truck. Alright, and we're back. Let me make sure my camera angle is good. Looks pretty good. Alright, so Red Cat Kaiju. Gonna be replacing these A-arms. 5.5. And I believe it's a 2.0. Alright, so we are going to be replacing these. So now you need to get in here at this one. Don't know if you can see that or not. Pull that little screw out of there. And pick tool to push that. I don't know if you can see that or not either. So pick tool to push that pin out. And there we have it. Now we want our replacement one to be the same length. That's about lined up. Ooh, and I'd say that it's pretty close. So now we'll slide that one back in there. Slide our pin back through. Then you're going to want the new screws that comes with the aluminum A-arms, because, well, why not? They're new. A little bit of Loctite because they're going into aluminum now instead of the plastic. And with luck, we'll never want to take them back out again, or more to the point, never need to. Because, well, of course we don't want to. So, pop that screw in there. And I don't think, well, it sure doesn't look like it covers it very good now, does it? Yeah, I guess so. It won't come out. Alright. A little looser than the stock plastic ones, but it is what it is. Should be just fine. Oh, well. You guys didn't see any of that, did you? That's awesome. Just touch, because now I don't trust nylocks after they've been loosened up a couple of times. The nylon in the nut starts to get basically the threads start getting cut too good into them, and they get weak. Nice and tight there. All right, and that will hopefully make this rear end a bit stronger. We're going to do that one more time on this side, and And now we're going to dive into putting some bump stops in the rear shocks. Red Cat was smart enough to do it on the front shocks, but I don't have any idea why they would not have done it to the rear ones. And I don't have any idea how to get that thing off. Oh, dumbass. You know, if I could see just a little bit. Let's try doing this. I definitely need some better lighting here for you guys. Well, for myself as well, but you guys can't see a damn thing I'm doing. So, we want to remember that goes in the middle. And the long one goes through the shock. Both the top and the bottom are the same size, and the little one goes in to lock that in. So now we just want to pop that out like that and that. So you get that off of there like so. Ew, doesn't that look lovely? Oh, you know, and while I've already got this off, we're going to go ahead and change out the shock shafts, or the shock caps, these plastic shock caps. Alright, and a pair of scissors should work just fine. I want to go about 10 millimeters. Alright, so zero. I think, yeah, about 10 millimeters is going to be good. Give or take, of course. Doesn't have to be perfect. But you want to get it as close as you can. So we are at, okay. Yeah, pretty close to even at least. So all right, I'll live with 12 and a half. All right, so now we just want to slide that on there to the full-on Red Cat replacement, and straight from Red Cat, very nice aluminum shock caps. I just really love how the suspension on this thing feels. It's just about perfect. I don't know what weight's actually in them from stock, but in my opinion, they do not need to be upgraded as far as the shock oil goes. But it looks like they probably use some really cheap stuff though, so I'm probably going to want to do it anyway. And when I do, I'll probably put probably put 50 all the way around. Maybe go to 40 in the front, but I think 50 all the way around. All right, that's all nice and tight. I don't know. I don't think this is going to do us any good on plastic, but I'm going to do it anyway because I don't like how chewed up that is. I really don't like how chewed up that is. I have a feeling I'm going to have an issue with that soon. So, gonna grab it again with our nylon pliers. Let's make this just a touch easier. There we go. Yeah, see, that doesn't even seem like it's going on. Yeah, I really don't like that. Don't like that at all. I'm definitely going to have an issue with that. I think I have some spares, though. Well, it is getting tight, so... Okay. Put our spring back on. Slip our cap back over like that, and then you see the hose in there. Give it a push, and that gives us a bit of a cushion here, and that should save our axles because it can't go full, won't let it travel fully up and actually lock, because that's where it actually binds, is in there on the axle. You can see where that's actually hitting. So that'll limit the travel some, not by a lot, but by enough to where it counts. So we are going to take another quick measurement here of our preload while we get it off, and it's a lot easier. 0. Got 11.5. Kind of don't like that. I think I'm going to put a washer on that. I am indeed. Always good to have plenty of extra screws, washers, nuts, etc. Yeah, I'm happier with that because now it can't pull through. Just makes me feel a little better about it. Beauty. Plenty of room to swivel. Good, good. Let's get that back in there. Her protector. There we go. Before we get that full tight, we want to make sure that this one will line up. Again, can't tell if you can see what I'm doing or not, but I'm doing my best here, guys. To be honest with you, this is my first time doing any kind of how-to video. They'll get better, I promise. They will get better. So that's that one. All right, that was installing the bump stops in the shocks, the aluminum shock caps in the rear, and the upgraded aluminum upper A-arms in all four corners. The next project will be replacing this center link here that is currently broken. I have a new aluminum one to install to it. So in the next video we'll be going over that and doing the front aluminum shock caps as well, and keep going from there. Sorry about the quality of this really bad how-to, but I'll get better at it, I promise. Next time, guys. Thanks.